There once was a man named Gold Roger who was king of the pirates. He had fame, power, and wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Before they hung him from the gallows, these were the final words he said.
Our perspective is yours for the taking, but you'll have to join us first. We left everything we debated at the Yonkō Table.
Ever since, pirates from all over the world set sail for the Grand Line, searching for the Yonkō Table, the table that will make their dreams come true.
Yo, folks, welcome to the latest and greatest edition of the Yonkō Table. That's right, that's the voice of GrandMasterHoop coming at you. I'm in the hot seat today. I got the glasses on. It's hot outside. It's blaring. That's okay, though. But you know what we're here for. It's Wednesday. It's another new episode of Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. So we're here to deep dive it. With me, as always, sometimes, usually when I'm hosting, he's not here, but he's here today. It's DrJaceAttorney, my fellow Yonkō. Dr. Jace, are you excited to talk about the newest and greatest from Proud Family, Louder and Prouder?
I am excited to talk about the latest from the Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, episode 6. I don't know if it's the greatest.
Ooh.
I don't know. This episode, I don't know. It just,
we'll talk about it. And that's why I don't think I even took a lot of notes on it. But we will get there.
We will deep dive. it. But yeah, I wasn't really feeling this episode, especially towards the end, but I feel like that's definitely going to be a talking point. But I'm still excited here to talk about the Proud Family. I always look forward to every Wednesday night to watch an episode of the Proud Family, whether they be hits or misses. It's always great to come on here and give our deep dive thoughts on the show, especially with the cool cat in the hot seat this time.
Maybe I should go get my beret.
Are you trying to be like Uncle Bobby?
I don't know, but
nacho.
Right. I think Bobby's the standout here, but listen, we're never alone, folks. We got a supernova in the house. Let's see who we're hearing from else today. All right, let's get into it. Yes. I would not call this the greatest. I don't know. It was like missing something. I don't know.
It was.
I can't put my finger on it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I think they had a concept, and the concept, kind of being, well, they have the modern concept. They're like, oh, ride share. Let's throw Penny in the gang and give them the problem of wanting to get rides and go places because they're tired of their parents not picking them up or forgetting to pick them up, which I thought was funny in the beginning because then, you got like Bobby and Papi helping them out. But then, I don't know, man. I feel they lost that concept of the ride share. And I was digging that. And I don't know. Last week we talked about you got to embrace the absurdity or embrace the heartfelt. And maybe this one was too absurd for me. That's my take so far.
Yeah.
What were y'all thinking?
I mean, I'm thinking like the absurdity was clearly they embraced that aspect of it. I feel like there were more absurd moments in this episode, which is fine. Like for me, the standouts were Papi and Uncle Bobby in this episode, just because they were the absurd factor. You had Papi giving rides to the Gross sisters, and one of them said, yo, this song slaps. And Papi said, the only thing I want to slap is lotion on you.
Lotion on them ash. Oh my god.
So disrespectful.
So disrespectful, but it's Papi. That's how he is. He does not discriminate on how disrespectful he is. He does it to Sugar Mama. He does it to Oscar. Gross sisters are no exception. So but those parts were funny. The parts with Bobby, we didn't get enough Bobby in this season. I feel like you would see him, every now and then just say a couple lines, but now this felt more of like his episode in a way. He got his own musical number.
Definitely a Bobby centric episode. I mean, he's in the theme song, so
right.
Doing that, it's like he's supposed to have a bigger presence.
Right. I feel like he does.
I felt like Bobby was the best part of the episode for me.
Right.
Like, it was fun.
It was fun. There was the Scrooge McDuck reference when he's diving
into the nachos.
The
Yep.
nachos. I like that silly stuff, but then you look at everything else in the episode, and like the episode for me just ended when it was just starting. I feel like I thought it was just starting. It took 20 minutes to start, and then it just stopped. And I'm like, wait, is there a to be continued? Is this a part one? Like, I don't know if you guys felt that way.
100%. I feel like this. For me, I would say it's like you saying a chocolate chip cookie. You took a bite and you got oatmeal instead. Oatmeal is still good, but that's not what you were expecting. That's what it felt like in this episode. So
okay,
so good analogy.
That is pretty good. Yeah,
you see it and like your mouth's watering, like, oh man, chocolate chip cookie is gonna hit. You take a bite, disappointment, but you're like, you know what, it's still decent, whatever. But
it was still freshly baked. Still, yeah.
And this is the issue with this episode. You mentioned it. I was watching it and I did get distracted a couple times because I'm not gonna lie, I got bored during this episode. I saw Oscar, I saw the Papi, I saw the brother, I saw all of them, and I was like, this episode is gonna be a banger. I'm gonna sit down here, my phone is not gonna be touched for 30 minutes, and I'm just gonna enjoy the episode. No, it just felt like boom, it started, and then boom, it ended. I'm like, wait, what happened to this story or this story? What happened to her business? What happened to Oscar's business from the last episode? And for me, it felt like this episode felt like it should have happened before the last 2 episodes, but it just came out of nowhere. I don't know. I was not a fan. Yeah.
It definitely. Oh, go ahead,
GrandMaster. No, you go.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're gonna mention the same thing with the episode order, like how this one just felt out of place after last week, because from what I understand, Snackland from last week should still be up and running.
Okay, yeah, right? Okay. I thought, I couldn't remember the end of the episode. Snackland is still going, right?
Yes,
it's still
because
going.
the lady came and accused Oscar of stealing her business, but he laughed at her and she got kicked out of the park. Yeah, she got kicked out of the park, and as of the end of the last episode, he still had ownership of the business. There was nothing about him losing the business, which I thought was going to happen this episode, but obviously we all saw what we got.
Yeah, see, I think there are parts of this new series that they've been building an overarching type of, story. Snackland, Kareem, and I'll even throw in Maya and KG as well, but
oh God, at this point, you just have to accept them.
Right. It's like they're not following through with some of these things. Like, I thought we would see more Snackland in this episode, or at least a mention of Snackland and that it's prosperous. They're doing well. Continuity.
Right.
Didn't get that. Kareem, haven't seen him since episode 3. So don't know if he's still a thing. And then Maya and KG are just in the group. They're in the group now, and I'm not even sure if they really add much to the dynamic.
I didn't even realize that they just kind of appeared that episode. They were just hanging out for no reason but them being there. They didn't add anything. I can't remember any line from those 2 characters this episode, except when KG took the drone after DrJaceAttorney was with him at the beginning. That was the only thing I remember from him.
That was actually pretty funny.
It was. I like that.
Yeah. No, all KG did was he made the app for them, the rideshare app. I don't really know what Maya contributed to this episode, and it's not like they're supposed to contribute the most, or but they're the new characters, so give us a reason for their existence. Give us a reason for why you made them characters, because that. Almost at this point, they could have been a one-off done episode,
right.
They could have just been the kids with 2 dads, But I'm waiting for them to really come into their own, because when they put attention on them, you then take away from the rest of the cast, who I felt, as far as the friend group goes, they're not doing much. They're kind of just there.
They exist. That's it.
Right. No, yeah. They're kind of just like background characters in a way. They don't really. at least in this episode, I feel like they didn't really contribute anything to like what was going on. Like, so the gimmick of this episode was what? Penny wants to open up a business, like you said earlier. Basically, kind of like an Uber, a little bit, or Lyft.
It's Uber. It's focused on Uber, Lyft. Yeah.
And that's the issue I had. That's an outdated idea, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I think the concept of an Uber is outdated, but I think they try to make it more kid oriented by having it be like, yeah, it's Uber, but this is an Uber for kids, where the parents, because we've all been in those scenarios before where we would stay home after school if we didn't take the bus. You're looking at your watch or your Tamagotchi pet. It's like it's 6 p.m. You're like, where the hell is
mom?
Who
you telling? Oh my gosh, we used to get fined for being picked up so late.
I mean, it's relatable. So then when Penny thinks of an idea where it's like, hey, let's actually make a business where, you know, vehicles or people come up and pick up children to take them back home, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. But I feel like they didn't do a lot of, I don't know, like, I guess the comedy part with it, or like, I don't know, like, it's kind of like what you were saying. There was something missing out of that concept where it felt like they were just going through the flow a little bit. I don't know. I can't pinpoint it.
I think they were trying to juggle two references. You know, you had the ride share, and I thought that was the more engaging storyline at first. The whole, you know, you get to see Papi give the ride to the Gross sisters. You saw DeJane's brothers and sisters, you know, steal Bobby's car.
Jack, yes.
I think you could have done more with that concept. Sir Paid a Lot. Oh my gosh.
He was an old character, right?
Yeah, he's an old character.
I don't remember. Like I saw him and I remember the design, but I was like, where is he from? Though?
He's their favorite rapper, and his songs are like #@ @ because they're all explicit. So when you listen that was the joke you listened to. Yeah. That's like season 1, Proud Family. You got to go. That's a good reference. I was happy to see Sir Paid a Lot, but I felt they should have done more characters, just giving them rides and how it wasn't gonna work and how, you know, it wasn't, you know, functioning. But then they juggled Oscar, who we, you know, probably, I think it would have made more sense when we see Oscar juggling Snackland and, you know, the Snackland, what's going on with the trials and tribulations of Snackland. But no, now we get him trying to get a fake ID. Yeah, back at Proud Snacks, trying to get a fake ID for Mr. Chips, Carmichael, Mr. Carmichael.
Mr. Carmichael.
And then, you know, the whole Shark Tank thing.
Okay. Right. That seemed like a pivotal point that point of the episode, like I felt like they breezed through it without any, I thought there would be a sense of agency on the Shark Tank bit, because I don't know, maybe Penny would have to convince the Shark Tank people that her business should be, you know, promoted or adopted by backers. And they had a moment like that where one of the members says, you don't happen to be related to that snack hack, Oscar Proud.
I lost it.
and I'm like, oh, wow, that's hilarious. And then Penny says, yes, that's my dad. And I'm like, oh, man, this is going to spiral into something terrible now, because she almost had what she needed to open the business. And then within seconds, it gets resolved. Like the other the guy with the fly suit gets swatted and then
gets eaten by the crab.
Gets eaten by the crab, and then the guy who had a problem with Penny being the daughter of Oscar Proud, they're like, oh well, that's never happened before. All right, Penny, we're back in your business. I'm like, what?
An ex machina. There we go.
It was an ex machina. Like it just came out of nowhere within the span of a couple seconds, where it created an issue that I thought was going to take a good portion of the episode to resolve. Gets resolved in 5 seconds.
Yeah, it seemed
done.
That concept, because, you know, where I thought it was going, you know, you had Trudy and Sugar Mama like, don't say it, Penny. Don't say it.
Right. They put emphasis on it. Like,
right. What if, you know, I imagine if you, I mean, I don't want to think about if you rework the episode, but had Penny not said Oscar, then that could have been a whole plot line for the rest of the episode.
Like how she feels ashamed of her dad or something,
exactly.
Like embarrassment. I could have sworn they did an episode like that before.
Oh yeah. It was. I mean, it's similar to the basketball one.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Right, when she didn't want Oscar to take the shot.
Right.
But again, all this came, and I had to look at the time of the episode. This was like all in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, the Shark Tank bit?
The whole Shark Tank bit is like in the last 5 minutes.
The last 5 minutes.
That's why it felt so quick, and that's how it ended so quick. It was the last minute of the show. Really, the entire 90% first half of the show was them building up to the last 5 minutes, which didn't give us anything, which sucks, honestly. Damn. I hope we get part 2.
I mean it was resolved. I don't know if there would be a part 2. Because the business down. The business still went under, right?
Yeah, it crashed. Oscar's in prison. Carmichael the monkey now owns, I guess, his business.
Right.
I mean,
next episode we're gonna come in and it's gonna be back to the same old business. Oscar out of prison, already working with Mr. Chips again because
Carmichael.
just Mr. Carmichael. Yeah, I don't know. That's now knowing now that it was in the last like 5 minutes of the episode. Yeah, I feel a bit more indifferent about episode 6. But what did you guys think about the references to like on the Shark Tank? Like, did you guys know what each person was supposed to represent?
Well, that's Rob Riggle, the actor. I don't know if you know him.
I heard of him.
You know him. Step Brothers. Remember, you seen Step Brothers?
Yeah.
He's Derek's friend, who's like pow, pow, and Will Ferrell's Will Ferrell's like, what is that noise he's making? Pow. Okay, fine. I'll give you one more.
I know what you're talking about.
The Hangover. The Hangover. He's the cop in The Hangover, when they're like, oh, we're gonna go to Vegas and steal a cop car.
Okay, that one I don't know.
All right.
You had me at Step Brothers.
He's Big Schmidt in New Girl. All right, forget it. He plays himself.
Okay.
He's a funny guy. I really thought it was really random that he's on the Proud Family playing himself.
Right.
But I'm like, okay, cool. Rob Riggle's here. The girl is from Blackish.
The daughter.
The youngest daughter, the twin.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually, goodness, I feel bad. I don't watch Blackish like that, so I don't know. I think her name's Marseille. I feel terrible.
Hey, don't worry, I don't watch it either. I heard it's great. I don't know why I haven't watched it. Every time I see it on, it's amazing. But
right, people talk a lot of good things about it. Marseille Martin, I guess I'm pretty sure she was playing herself. Oh no, she was not playing herself. Either way, that's her. That was her, the voice actress.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that was supposed to be, another celebrity here.
Right.
But she didn't do much either. Like, why was she on Shark Tank?
Yeah.
Wait, was the middle guy supposed to be Mark Cuban also? Was that him?
I think he was supposed to be the Mark Cuban, yeah. But then the other guy, who I don't even remember his name.
Walter. Oh no, I don't remember his.
Oh, I don't know his name.
I remember his show name, but
Walter. Oh, he's definitely he's Walter Mercado, who I just learned recently because of the Puerto Rican influences I'm surrounded by at home.
Of course.
Which I also thought was really random that he's here. I was like, wait a minute,
why is he?
And I texted Captain Falcon, and I was like, hey, what's the name of that guy who wears like all the extravagant clothing on the talk show? And he's just there. They're just there. I don't think I like the Shark Tank bit.
Yeah, they didn't really do anything. I mean, the guy was speaking French and Spanish, and I feel like he was supposed to be like a mix of another character as well, but I don't know where the French bit was coming. The guy, at least physically, and his mannerisms mimicked Walter Mercado, who is Puerto Rican, but the character was also speaking French in the episode. So I'm like,
could be. It could be a reference to a character that appear on Shark Tank. Since we don't watch Shark Tank, the people who do watch Shark Tank might recognize the character. Maybe he dressed up like Walter in one of the episodes. That could be it. It could be a French guy.
Maybe. The only other people I know
be.
on Shark Tank is the Fubu guy, whose name escapes me.
Peebo was in this episode.
We did see. Okay, you see how they kept bringing back random characters?
Right.
That should have been the shtick of the episode. Them all, and also this rideshare thing is a terrible idea. What the hell are these 14-year-olds hopping in some Uber? I don't know. I was like, this is a terrible idea. Because you got people like Papi who's not letting them put on seatbelts, and then Bobby is dumb enough to let 5 kids steal his car.
Right. And I mean, they even made it seem like that was gonna, again, another missed plot line where I think it was like DrJaceAttorney or someone was saying that, look, there's a video of the Gross sisters not wearing their seatbelts on the highway, just like, you know, freaking out on the road. But then it turns out, oh no, that got a lot of hits on black twiddle, brown twiddle, white twiddle.
That was a funny joke.
It was funny. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that was hilarious. Yeah.
you got me. But yeah, it trended, so there were no repercussions for that, I guess. So
we didn't really see. Yeah,
it just, they got a bunch of hits. Who cares about the safety? Now we're in business. Now we can actually get customers in and make money, I guess. And then eventually we get to the part at the end where Penny has her office. I did like Oscar's line. When they walked in, he was like,
those white people office.
Yeah, he's like, what are we doing here? Let's get out this white man's office.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah.
He said it as soon as he came in, like, cause he was like, Penny, what are we doing here? I'm like, okay, all right, that's funny. But yeah, like they literally, I swear to God, the plot just started in the same room in Penny's office, and it ended in that same room in Penny's office. They literally entered the room and the plot was picking up. And before they left the room, the plot was resolved. It was done.
That's my problem, because I'm like, I've been saying this since we started covering this show. They are putting inklings of an overarching continuity story, and then they stop. And it's just like, just do this in the next episode. Why couldn't Penny have a business? That would have been cool. And just see her kind of juggle that in her life.
Manage it.
Like you are on a streaming network. This is your opportunity. You are, 8 minutes longer than the original series. You could do a lot here, and I feel they're missing the opportunities. The more we talk about it, I think the biggest thing is that I think they're trying to do too much in one story. Like we don't always need the focus on, if Penny and her friends are going through something, we don't always need an equal story going on Oscar's side, who I think is actually getting a lot more screen time than ever before. I don't see
they're no, you're right. Yeah, they're using Oscar almost as a crutch. Like,
yes.
Just in case, if you guys didn't think anything else was funny, here's Oscar. All right, you guys, were you good? Okay.
That's totally it. That's totally it. He's a crutch, because there used to be more of a balance between it being like Oscar and Trudy.
Right? Yeah, you don't get a lot of Trudy.
We don't
much.
get a lot of Trudy.
Like part of the funnier bits of the original Proud Family was some of Trudy and Oscar's back and forth.
Yes.
Which, I mean, we did get some of that in this episode. It's not like it's non-existent. But yeah, like I feel like they realized their comedy was really high tier with Oscar back in the original series, and they just brought that in here, saying, okay, Oscar's hilarious, let's just put in more Oscar. And they kind of forgot just about everyone else a little bit, like Trudy. I cannot stress it enough. Trudy had her moments where she was just as hilarious as Oscar.
Yes.
And part of that is their dynamic. And I feel like if you're going to focus on these Oscar bits while still trying to balance this other plot on the side with Penny opening up her own business, if you're going to bring Oscar into it, bring someone like, okay, Mr. Chips was funny the first 3 episodes. All
That's
right.
too much of him.
He's too
But-
much of him.
It's too much of him. Like, I get it. It's funny. It's in a way, it is still funny, but it's like, the dynamic of Oscar being funny in the original series was not just Mr. Chips. He was funny with a bunch of other characters. Sugar Mama, we get that. Trudy, not enough Trudy, but we get it sometimes. Even some banter with Uncle Bobby. Sometimes they would play like favoritism conversations, like, man, Bobby, you suck. Sugar Mama always thought you were the favorite.
And we got a little bit of that. We did.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
seems they're leaning more to like just purposefully trying to make Oscar comedic and being the slapstick of the show. And there's a lot more depth to Oscar than being the slapstick. You know, he is a father. He has reasoning. He has, you know, and we don't see that. All we see is really just him failing. And we see Sugar Mama being probably more harder on him than the original series, I feel. That's another
Yes.
character I feel they've been sleeping on. Sugar Mama, like,
Sugar Mama.
where's our Sugar Mama centric episodes? Those were some of my favorite episodes, just dealing with Sugar Mama.
Wait, how many
And-
episodes do we have for this season?
Pretty sure I
10,
looked.
right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 10.
And that was
Um,
episode 6, so we have 4
episode
more.
6.
I mean,
Four
It's
more
possible
if
we might
it's
get-
10. If it's 10, yeah.
it's possible we might get one more out of her, maybe. But
I
that's a
know-
big issue.
I know
Like,
at least there is one more episode with Maya, which seems like the center of an episode. It's an episode where she's like protesting and she has like a different hairstyle than the one
Oh.
she has here.
So that is an interesting that see, did y'all look at like the Instagram and the stuff
No.
they released?
I
like
try to steer
recently?
clear. I try not to get spoiled on any episode.
I mean, they just did like, you know, shots of upcoming episodes. This was like
Okay.
before it even premiered. That's
Okay, yeah.
that's older Maya. And she's gonna be
Older Maya.
that's right. That's older Maya, and she's gonna be voiced by Issa Rae, if you know Issa Rae.
She looked exactly the same though. What? That's
she's
older.
I'm sorry, it's college Maya. It's college Maya.
She looked exactly the same.
But she's called College Maya, and she's
I can't
voiced by
believe this.
Issa Rae. And then there's the other character, the nerd by Myron.
Okay, yeah.
He's voiced by Marcus T. Polk. But there's
is
college.
that the one where he's in the office?
Yes, and
Right.
they say he's voiced by Jaden Smith, I think.
Okay.
So it sounds like they're gonna do a flash forward episode where they
That could be
age up
interesting.
everybody again, I
Yeah.
guess.
That could be the season finale. I could see that being as the season finale, actually.
Right.
Okay.
And I mean that would be a cool concept, seeing as how, you know,
That sounds like it's gonna be the oh god, what's his name? The genie, a genie
Al
episode.
Roker. And
Al Roker.
that's next week.
Okay, that's
When-
next week.
When you wish upon a Roker, that's next week.
I feel like that could probably be an Al Roker episode because that sounds like something where Penny says, like, I don't know, Oscar says, oh, you can't do this or that because you're not 18 yet. Penny makes a wish.
I wish I was
saying,
older.
I wish I was older.
There you go.
Bam.
We wrote
There's the episode. That's assuming that's what it is. That's exciting. I'm interested in
Okay.
that.
It is exciting. It's like, here's an episode that didn't really have much of a concept or a clear, direct course they wanted to take. I think if you just stick to your guns and I said this about Turning Red, there's beauty and simplicity. It does not have to be this crazy plot, you know, all the time.
Right.
You can keep it simple, keep it moving, and the comedy will just come naturally through the character interactions and whatnot, you know.
Right. How would you rank this episode amongst what we've seen so far?
Ooh. I'm
Yeah,
gonna let Toasty go. I'm gonna let Toasty
could-
go.
Okay, Toasty,
I'm gonna go.
ahead.
It's not as bad as the first 2 episodes, which I didn't like. I thought they were okay. They were nothing decent. The third episode was okay. I'm trying to think. What was the 3rd, 4th, and 5th episode?
Third episode was Kareem and when Penny's playing basketball.
That one was good. Yeah, okay.
Fourth episode was
Randall and Maya. I mean, Randall and
Barry.
Okay, yeah, and the last one was Snackland.
Right.
Snackland was obviously the best, in my opinion. God bless Lizzo.
God,
I like Snackland.
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Then basketball, that was the third. Then the fourth. Then this one.
Wait. What was one? What was
said-
Number one, last week episode. I actually like
Snackland. Number
Yeah.
2.
that or basketball. Let's just say it's a tie between that and episode 3 with the
Okay.
basketball episode. That one was good. In second place or third place, how you want to view it, would be the fourth episode with
The dads.
KG's parents.
Okay.
Then it's this episode. And honestly, the first 2 episodes I just remember as a blur. I don't remember the difference. I remember one of them was a James Charles reference, and the other one was I don't remember what the other one was. Actually, yeah, what was the first one?
one was the panda where they go
the
free
panda,
the
yeah.
panda.
And they are going through they saw the light, so the change. Everybody
The
changed.
change. And then the second one was the, as you put it, James Charles, the
Honestly,
beauty vlogger.
Makeup boy
Makeup boy.
and the power of social media.
I don't remember the first episode. I'm trying to remember it. Second episode. I didn't
that was the
like
one
it,
where
so-
he was trying to impress. Penny was trying to impress Maya because she was the new kid on the block.
Oh yeah, that one was a
And-
little bit. It was a good nice of cringe in there with Penny trying a little bit too hard. Like, God bless her heart, but there's some things about trying too hard. So that one is right on top of the episode 2. So that one is in fourth place. 4, or actually no, 5. No, actually no, 1. It's third place. Yeah, it's third place. No, it's fourth place. It's fourth place out of all of them.
This
it would've been-
one is fourth place.
Yeah, because it would have been episode 5 and 3 in first place, then episode 4, then this one in fourth place, and then 1 and 2. Because the first 2
Okay.
episode, I was worried, but they got back up. And actually, it would make sense if that one was meant to be air in third place, because I feel like that episode was meant to be air early on in the season. So
yeah,
it does make sense
Okay.
as to why it's not as good as the episode we got in the last couple weeks.
I can see that, and that happens all the time, which is a weird thing. How the production shuffle,
Yeah.
doesn't make a lot of sense. I think I agree as far as, I mean, the first 2 episodes are not a blur for me, but they're pretty on par. The first 2 episodes, I think they really hit their stride with 3, 4, and 5. I think those were 3 back to back, really quality episodes. But I definitely have 4 as peak, 3 right below it, then 5, and then the rest are kind of subpar for me. The saving grace of this episode was Bobby's song for me.
Again, Bobby period.
Yeah.
Bobby
Right,
was
like-
the best part.
Yes, and for that's why I put this one. It's pretty subpar with the first 2 episodes, but it was enough to maybe put it over a little bit.
Damn,
But-
you guys
but
are
it's just like-
spitting blasphemy on the first 2 episodes.
I mean,
What's
they're
your
not
opinion,
bad. See, I'm not
Dr.
saying they're
Jason?
bad. I'm not saying
Oh
they're
yeah,
bad,
and like
but
I don't think any of these episodes were bad. Even this one, I don't think this one was a bad episode.
right, it's
Some
not
are
a
just
bad.
better than other. Simple as
Yeah.
that. It's the oatmeal cookie
But
episode.
the
There we go.
gap, though, the gap is significant.
right.
Like 4 is like crazy. The gap for me, 3 and 4, the gap is huge.
It's
and
your Winter Soldier. Is that your Winter Soldier of the
Oh.
Proud family?
I guess so.
He's eternal.
Oh, I'm
No,
sorry. No.
You're Eternal. That's
you're
not mine.
Spider-Man 2. It's your Spider-Man
It's-
2.
If you sure, it's my Spider-Man 2,
Oh
sure.
my god.
But yeah, not bad.
I will say this episode 6 is probably my least favorite compared to the previous episodes. Kind of just basically what we talked about already. There was only a couple saving graces with Uncle Bobby, but who was the other one that we were mentioning that was really funny?
Papi.
Papi.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
They were the only like big moments where I was like, okay, this is I'm here for it. But I mean, everything else, I don't know. Like it just ended. It was the first time with the Proud family so far where when the episode ended, I thought, that's it.
Honestly, yeah, that's how I
What
thought. I told
happened?
the
What
show, I told my TV network like disconnect, my Wi-Fi disconnected. I was like, yo, why is this not unpausing?
Yeah, like, and I have to rank it the lowest compared to the other episodes because I never felt that with any of the other episodes. Regardless if I was liking the episode or not, I still felt like it told a complete story from beginning to end.
Yes, hands down. Yeah.
Okay.
This one, oh my God, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of aggravating. It's only aggravating because I've loved every episode of the Proud Family to some varying degree up until this point. I still like this episode. Again, my my favorite one is episode 4, and that's like I don't know, my Avengers Endgame. I don't know.
Oh my God.
My Into the Spider-Verse. That's my Into the Spider-Verse. But yeah, like, because that bar is so high, now it's like, okay, every episode after this, let's see if they can meet that expectation. Snackland, while it didn't meet that tier, I thought Snackland was still pretty good. It was fine. It was funny. Did Penny dirty, but whatever. And episode 6, yeah, I can't. I'm hoping
the oatmeal cookie, my dude. You were eating chocolate chip cookies for a while, and then you took that bite of oatmeal, and you immediately went, oh, there we go.
Could be. That could be.
It could be. It could be it. But yeah, this one, my least favorite, and that's only because I feel like all the other episodes did so well. Like, you know, comedy, story, all that jazz. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Episode 7 next week is what'd you say it was? It was the Al Roker?
When you wish upon a Roker.
Okay, you see, like, by that title alone, I am expecting.
Oh, see, this is bad. Yeah, we're placing expectations.
Good.
Oscar can have a wish also. Imagine Oscar having a wish.
No more Oscar. No. Toasty, this is what happens when you put Oscar at the front and center. This is what happens.
It's the Oscar show, not the Proud Family. It's the Oscar and Family.
Oh my God. No, focus on Al Roker. Focus on Penny coming to terms with somehow falling for Al Roker's traps again. I feel like they're gonna have to explain. Come on, this will be the third time, right?
It'll be the third time.
It'll be the third time that Al Roker has been a thing for Penny, trying to learn a lesson from him.
Yo, this is like the return of like a big villain. Like, this is like talking like, oh, Voldemort's gonna be on the next episode.
Oh my God.
I thought he was dead. So here we
back.
Go. He's back.
7 books.
Al Roker. Oh, right.
I can't wait. So, high expectations. Well, goodness, I think that wraps up our sentiments on Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, episode 6. So, everybody listening, thank you for listening, of course. Thank you for watching. If you're watching at home, remember, you could always listen to us at the Yonkō Table at various podcast listening stations, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you so listen. And of course, you can watch us on YouTube if you want to see our faces and whatnot. And of course, don't forget to follow us on social media, including Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're there for you with everything coming at you. So listen, from us at the Yonkō Table, I'm GrandMasterHoop. That's DrJaceAttorney and Toasty signing off. Take care, folks.